Last year during Money 2020, there were still a lot of people who were thinking that the liability shift dates would be pushed out or done away with. And in the ensuing year, because of a lot of things that happened in the marketplace, that's not going to happen. The card brands made it very clear that that would not happen. And this year, there's not as much discussion about EMV. There are still some in some of the panel discussions about it. But in the exhibit hall, there's not as much discussion about EMV. And I believe that's partly because the players here that are involved in EMV and transaction processing and payment presentment already have their solutions, or they know what their solutions are going to be. So there's not the need for as much conversation or as much comments. So at a lot of the booths, they may be saying that they have EMV solutions or that they don't need them because they're not using cards. So that's a good thing, that the people here are far enough along in EMV, if they need to be, that they don't have to be talking about it and discussing it and conferring, which is great. Now, these are pretty much all vendors to the payments industry. From a merchant perspective, and there are a lot of merchant attendees, but they're not exhibiting, a lot of merchants still have questions. A lot of merchants are still unprepared. Large merchants, the very largest merchants, I think probably 80 to 90% of them will be done with EMV conversions in production by the end of next year. If they don't make the liability shift, they'll be within a couple of months of it. And small merchants who use their acquirers' point-of-sale devices, pre-programmed devices, they may be in a better position than the middle tier of merchants, the medium-sized merchants who rely a lot on third-party system integrators. And those third-party system integrators are not ready for the most part. There's a lot of questions coming from them, there's a lot of interest, but they're not as far along as they really need to be. So we think that they are going to be the long tail of this issue, and they're going to be the ones that go into 2016 and start solving that issue and implementing EMV during 2016.